The lantern who lost its light. In a quiet harbour where ships once came and went like passing dreams, there stood an old lantern, rusted by salt, aged by time, and dark. But this lantern was not always silent. Once, it was the brightest light on the shore. And this is the story of how it lost its light. Long ago, sailors trusted this lantern more than the stars. On stormy nights, when the sky swallowed the moon, its glow guided ships safely home. The keeper of the harbour, an old man named Marco, lit it every evening without fail. He would polish its glass, trim its wick, and whisper, "You are their hope tonight." And the lantern would shine proudly, casting golden light across the restless sea. But time, like the tide, never stays. Modern ships no longer needed the harbour. Electric lights replaced oil and flame. One by one, the lamps along the shore went dark. And one evening, Marco did not come. The lantern waited. The sun dipped below the horizon. Night arrived, but no hands came to light its wick. For the first time in decades, it faced the darkness alone. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Dust gathered on its glass. Rust crept along its frame. The lantern began to believe something terrible. Perhaps I was never important. Perhaps my light was never needed. One quiet afternoon, footsteps echoed along the abandoned dock. A young child, curious and wide-eyed, wandered through the forgotten harbour. And there, he saw the lantern. The boy looked at the lantern in quiet amazement and whispered, "Wow, you look ancient." The child wiped away the dust with his handkerchief. Beneath the dirt, the glass still shimmered faintly, as if the lantern was waiting to be seen again. He looked at it thoughtfully and said, "I bet you were important once." With a tiny match and a hopeful heart, the child did what no one had done in years. He lit the wick, and the lantern remembered how to shine. The golden light stretched across the dark water once more. Out at sea, a small fishing boat adjusted its path, guided by the glow. The lantern realized something profound. It had never stopped being important. It had only stopped being lit. Sometimes all it takes is one small act to remind something of its purpose. Just like the lantern, we may forget our light when no one seems to notice, but the light was never gone. It only needed someone to help it shine again.